What if I fail? What if I lose all my money? If you're starting out as an entrepreneur or considering starting a business, then these questions probably keep you awake at night. I'm gonna share with you a somewhat embarrassing story about me, how I lost $25,000 and why it was actually the best thing that ever happened to me. But first, let me ask you, if that little monkey inside your brain is waking you up at 3 a.m. asking you questions like this. What if I fail in business? What will people think of me? Will they think I'm stupid? Will I lose the financial support from my partner as I lost all the money she borrowed me? Will my friends laugh at me? Will I be stuck with my meager pension check for the rest of my life? Have I actually got what it takes to become successful in business? Any of that sound familiar? These were the same questions that rattled around in my brain when I was getting started. And they are the same questions almost everyone asks. So, if you have a lot of self-doubts and you're worried about failing, no problem, it's perfectly normal. I love failure, I embrace it, I welcome it. But I didn't always think this way. When I got started, I was terrified about failing in business. It took me forever to make a decision about which business I was going to start with. Then it took me weeks to get started because I was worried about making the wrong choices. Then it took me months to make any progress because I was worried about making mistakes and getting it all wrong. Then, when I finally got over my fear of failure and took action, I started to make progress. Did it work out all the time? Honestly not. Most of the time it didn't. I invested in business opportunities, marketing courses, paid advertising programs, just to name a few. 2 years into my entrepreneurial journey, and I had invested about $25,000. I remember that exactly because, well, let me take you back a bit in time. It was a wonderful sunny Thursday afternoon. I was sitting on my terrace and had my laptop smoking when out of the blue my mobile started to ring. On the other end of the line was my sister, living on the other side of the globe. After a short hello, how are you? She hit me unexpectedly with the proverbial sledgehammer right on my head. Werner, the bank has called me up and told me that there was no money at all in your account and all the credit lines had been maxed out. Even the bank manager told me that they will close your account and take the money I had posted as a guarantee to cover your unpaid debt. I was gasping for air when instantly the next blow with the sledgehammer followed. Werner, you must stop buying those email addresses which you claim you need to get customers. It does not work. Stop it! I was at the brink of exploding, working day and night to get my business up and running, being overtired, exhausted and stressed out. And then this. The ensuing discussion was not good for printing. But I do understand my sister, as she is not an entrepreneur, so she doesn't understand what it takes to get an online business profitable. Let me tell you, if you are watching this and you have a non-entrepreneurial partner, wife or husband, just know that this kind of thing you are probably going to have to deal with. But this is a whole different story for another video. Anyway, $25,000 in and I wasn't making any money. Was it a gigantic failure? No, absolutely not. The knowledge that I gained and the lessons that I learned were far more valuable than the $25,000 I invested. Do you want to know what the biggest lesson that I learned was? The fastest way to succeed is to double your rate of failure. You see, no matter which plan you follow, you are going to make mistakes. The truth is, until you have wisdom that comes from years of experience, then most of the things you'll try will not work out. Right now, you have an unrealistic idea about what success looks like. You probably think you will learn things, implement them, and they're all just gonna work out. The real picture of success is very, very different. It's like this. Take action, fail. Change direction slightly, take action, fail. Change direction, take more action, fail again. Success comes from massive, continuous action with lots of small failures along the way. People think that massive action equals success. The reality is that massive failure equals success. If it weren't for massive failure, the light bulb would have never been invented. Thomas Edison literally failed 10,000 times before he discovered how to successfully make the light bulb. Imagine if he was scared of failing. Edison actually said, "I haven't failed. I just found 10,000 ways that don't work." So, the big lesson that I want you to take away from here is, you are gonna have to fail if you want to succeed. You're gonna have to fail a lot if you want to succeed. So, here's to failing. It's what winners are made of. Listen, you're gonna have to be prepared to lose money if you want to eventually reach the promised land of running your own successful business. Following a smart mentor with a proven plan is a smart way to minimize your failures and minimize your financial losses. But remember that quote: the fastest way to succeed is to double your rate of failure. So, if you are not prepared to fail, then let me save you years of pain and heartache by telling you upfront. Building your own business is definitely not for you. So, let me know in the comments below what you think about this, and if you want my 9-step plan for online success. If so, I want you to comment below with the word fail.